Will the audience please rise and remain standing for the academic procession?
you. Thank you. Good afternoon. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Please be seated. My name is Maria Figueroa. I'm the Dean of the Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School of Labor Studies here at SUNY Empire State College. On behalf of my colleagues, it is my great honor to welcome you all to the college's 50th commencement ceremony in SUNY Empire State College's 51st year, and our first in-person spring commencement ceremony since 2019. Please. Okay. Today, we're gathered to celebrate the accomplishments of our students from the class of 2022 and a few from the classes of 2020 and 2021 who come from towns and cities across New York State, throughout the country, and around the world. And as we celebrate our graduates, we honor the ideas and vision of Ernest Boyer, the founder of SUNY Empire State College, and the visions of Harry Van Arsdale Jr., the longtime business manager of our founding union partner, IBEW Local 3. Boyer believed that college education should be accessible to all and should meet learners wherever they are in their lives and careers. Van Arsdale believed that working people should attain college education to become more effective advocates for themselves, their families, and their communities. He believed that labor organizing and education provided the tools for working people to secure a fair share of the economic pie and to influence the policy decisions that affect us all. Van Arsdale's ideas are as relevant today as they were when the School of Labor Studies was founded in 1971. Despite tremendous progress, inequality in all its dimensions is still the problem of our time. Additionally, fast technological changes are reshaping the way we work and live. These new technologies are not only threatening jobs, but also taking away workers' control over the work they perform. These and other challenges that we have yet to imagine reinforce the vision of a college education, and especially of public education, as the great equalizer, and as the opportunity for working people to stay in control of their own destiny. I would like to thank our partners, IBEW Local 3 and the International Association of Machinists, IAM, for their partnership and trust, and their unwavering support of the vision of our founders and the mission of our school. Graduates, we're proud and honored to have been part of your journey. Congratulations for your hard work and for your commitment to making it through the finish line, despite unprecedented challenges. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the members of our platform party, as well as the administrators, labor leaders, and the distinguished faculty mentors and advisors of the students who are graduating today. Please stand when I say your name. Joining us today from the Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School of Labor Studies are visiting Assistant Professor Barry Klein. Visiting Assistant Professor Mary Helen Kolisnik. Professor Sharon Simansky. Seated with faculty from the Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School of Labor Studies and joining us in support of the class of 2022 are James Orban, Jr., Administrator of Apprenticeship Training at IBEW Local 3. Also, Tim Calasivera, Associate Apprentice Director at the IBEW Local 3. Okay. Thomas Cleary, President of the IBEW Local 3. Carol Kleinberg, President of Kleinberg Electric and member of the Joint Industry Board. Douglas Williams, Education Representative for the International Association of Machinists and coordinator of the International Association of Machinists SUNY Empire State Partnership Program. Thank you for joining us. And now our platform party. Our mace bearer, visiting associate professor in the Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School for Labor Studies, Moshe Adler. Assisting in the recognition of our students, Director of Academic Support, Sofia Mavrogiannis. Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Brian Carolan. Interim Vice Provost for Student Success, Shona Loxton. Commissioner of the New York State Public Service Commission and Chairman of the SUNY Empire State College Council, John Maggiore. Interim Assistant Vice President of Advancement and Executive Director of the Empire State College Foundation, Sue Epstein. Delivering greetings on behalf of our alumni and representing the class of 2017, Michael G., Director of the Educational and Cultural Trust Fund of the Electrical Industry. Representing the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 3 as Director of Apprentice Training and SUNY Empire Class of 1988, George Shook. Delivering greetings, Chairman of the Joint Industry Board of the Electrical Industry, Gerald Finkel. And the officer in charge of SUNY Empire State College, Nathan Gagne. Let's give our faculty, administrators, and labor leaders a round of applause. As you know, we have many labor and industry leaders on the stage and in the audience today. And Douglas Williams, who is representing the International Association of Machinists, and he is also the coordinator of the IAM ESC Partnership Program, has joined us today and is seated on the stage. I would like to now invite Douglas to address the audience. Douglas, would you like to approach the podium and say a few words?
How's everybody doing today? Fantastic. I come here on behalf of our international president, Robert Martinez Jr., our General Secretary Treasurer, Doris Cervantes, and our Executive Council representing over 550,000 active and retired machinists from places like Puerto Rico to Alaska, from Nova Scotia, Canada to Guam. We are here in support of not only our graduates, but all of the graduates here. Congratulations to all of you. This is my favorite event to do every year. We haven't had one of these since 2019, but this is my favorite event because this shows what's possible, right? That no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, everyone has the right to an education. Every member of the working class deserves knowledge and deserves to be treated as an equal member of our society, deserving of all of the benefits of our hard work. As someone going through a PhD program himself, I can tell you, I feel you, sort of what y'all had to go through in order to get this program. Some of you, probably all of you, worked full-time while you did this degree. And yeah, it was hard. You came home from work and you're like, man, this is the last thing I want to do, right? But you stuck to it, and now you're here. And seeing all these people in front of us, their families out in the audience, my heart's grown 3 times since I've walked up here. Amazing, incredible. Thank you to the State University of New York system and Empire State College for supporting this program, supporting our partnership with the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, and supporting education for the working class, no matter who you are or where you come from. Thanks you.
Thank you, Douglas. My thanks to the labor leaders who have joined us today for their many contributions to the welfare of the working people in this city, the state of New York, and the country as a whole. And congratulations again to our graduates. Thank you. Today we're pleased to celebrate our students who have excelled academically, students who have earned or who are in their final term and are expected to earn Latin honors. These students can be identified by a gold core over their regalia. Okay. You may give them a round of applause. In the continuous spirit of academic achievement, SUNY Empire State College is a member of an external honor society, the Salute Veterans National Honor Society. The Salute Veterans National Honor Society recognizes SUNY Empire State College students who were honorably discharged from the military or are on active duty, guard, or reserve. These students are required to meet strict academic criteria. Students who are part of this National Honor Society are wearing orange stoles over their academic regalia. You may also get them. Finally, we would like to call your attention to our graduates who are wearing red, white, and blue cords over their regalia. Each is a current or former member of the military. I'd like to invite all members of the student body and audience who are active duty or veterans to please stand and accept our gratitude for your service. Congratulations. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Gerald Finkel. Gerald is the chairman of the Joint Industry Board of the Electrical Industry. The Joint Industry Board of the Electrical Industry was founded on March 30, 1943, as a joint labor management cooperation organization by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 3 and the National Electrical Contractors Association to promote harmony between employers and employees, administer benefits for members and their families, and improve the electrical construction industry through progressive management, education, training, and advanced technology. Gerald is a good friend to SUNY Empire State College, and we're grateful that he was able to join us today. Please join me in welcoming Gerald Finkel.
Thank you, Dean Figueroa. Appreciate the introduction. Good evening, everyone. My greetings tonight are on behalf of the officers and members of the Joint Industry Board of the Electrical Industry. The first thing I want to say is that none of you in the audience have anything to fear from me. First of all, I have just tested negative on a PCR test, so I'm able to speak without a mask at the podium. But the other reason that you have nothing to fear is that I'll probably be the briefest speaker of the evening. That's always a crowd pleaser, isn't it? The Joint Industry Board is composed of employer and union representatives, respectively headed by Christine DiNapoli and business manager Christopher Erickson. As such, it has continued to support our industry's educational endeavors, first proposed by the late Harry Van Arsdale Jr. And it is under the JIB that our joint apprentice program and our educational trust fund pay the tuition of most, if not all, of the local 3 graduates tonight. Also, I'll note Carol Kleinberg of the JATC and Mike Yee from E&C are also here on the stage with us. I guess that makes us, the Joint Industry Board, the largest parent, so to speak, in the room. And like any parent, we are beaming and proud of your accomplishments. So congratulations to all of you. It's a hard-earned degree. I know many of you make fun of it, many of you joke around about it, but at the end of the day, you put in the effort, and it is a degree that is as valuable as any other college degree in the nation. So congratulations to all of you. We share your joy and excitement, and congratulations to the parents.
Thank you, Gerald. At this time, I'd like to introduce our 3 student speakers. These students represent our union partnership programs. They were selected by our faculty and staff because of their academic achievement and service to their union and their communities. Our first student speaker, James Giannone, graduates today with an Associate in Science degree. James represents those graduating with an associate degree from IBEW Local 3 apprentices. Please join me in welcoming James Giannoni.
Yeah, I usually feel more comfortable behind a drum set in front of a bunch of strangers, but here we go. Okay. Never thought to be part of Local 3, let alone graduating college. Before Local 3, I worked at the Transportation Security Administration at JFK Airport. Judging by the amount of people here and the time I spent there, it's more than likely I told many of you to take your shoes off at the security checkpoint before getting on your flight. Aside from repeatedly reminding people to take their laptops out of their bags, all metal items out of their pockets, and the fact that they wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get there for 3:30, and to receive the ire of the traveling public by taking their Gatorade away, yeah, that was not the flavor. So when I got the call to join New York's Brightest, I was more than elated. Not only did I see myself learning a great skill I could use in the world, I saw it as a way out. I saw myself joining a strong union that stood up for its people and looked out for the livelihood of its membership. Amen. As one of the student speakers, I am honored to represent all my union brothers and sisters who are graduating today. In Local 3, I hope to spread my wings politically. I would like to see any skyscraper that gets erected in the cities because Local 3 made sure that we had their lights and power. I want to ensure that every electrician in the city deserves a good day's pay for a good day's work. Thank you. You're healed. If a Fortune 500 company could have a policy of exponential growth, why can't unions? Why can't we make sure that we are too big to fail? I'll conclude my speech tonight with a quote from the late, great Eugene V. Debs. This was said back in 1894, but it still rings true today. 10,000 times has the labor movement stumbled and bruised itself. We have been enjoined by the courts, assaulted by thugs, charged by the militia, introduced by the press, frowned upon in public opinion, and deceived by politicians. But notwithstanding all this and these, labor is today the most vital and potential power this planet has ever known. And its historic mission is as certain of the ultimate realization as is the setting of the sun. That's it. Up the working class.
Thank you, James, for those powerful words. And now I will introduce our second student speaker, Joyce Smith. Joyce graduates today with a Bachelor of Science degree. Joyce represents the graduating bachelor's degree students from IBEW Local 3 apprentices. Please join me in welcoming Joyce Smith.
Wow. Hard to see everyone. I can't believe we're finally having a graduation ceremony. The past 2+ years have been challenging in so many ways, and I'm glad we are all able to share the celebration of our accomplishments together. The transition from in-person class to Zoom class was pretty seamless thanks to some pretty terrific instructors. I recently went to my first in-person IBEW Local 3 Apprentice Committee meeting at the Joint Board after a very long time. As I walked through the building, I looked over in the courtyard and saw the sculpture called Muscle Memory. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's a 10-foot tall sculpture in a double helix shape, and it's actually made out of conduit. I was fortunate enough to be able to help in the construction of the sculpture during my semester in Issues in Public Art, a Representation of Workers. I don't know the exact reason why it's called muscle memory, but I have some ideas. It could be a reference to its DNA-like shape, or perhaps it alludes to the at times repetitive physical labor that we as electricians must internalize. I also like to think that muscle memory refers to our shared history as workers in the labor movement. From my first class at SUNY Empire, Principles of Trade Unionism, we learned how we really are standing on the shoulders of giants. From the schedule of the modern workday, to safety precautions, and our salaries and benefits are all thanks to those who came before us. In another class, Development of the Labor Movement, I learned more about my own family history in labor through a class project. My grandparents, father, and uncle owned a piecework factory in the garment district sewing brassiere straps. I interviewed family members to learn more about the place. It was a union shop, and eventually, as my father loves to point out, it went bust. My whole life I've been hearing these jokes. Another noteworthy class that I took at SUNY Empire was Labor on Film. Not only did we watch historical films about workers, we made our own 6-minute movie on a topic of our choice relating to our work. It was exhilarating to stretch our creative muscles in these new ways, and I even got to present my work at a showcase of student films during the Workers Unite Film Festival. Another proud SUNY Empire moment for me was sitting on a panel for the 5-year accreditation process. It was truly an honor. None of us could have gotten to this point without the support of others. I wish to thank my wife for her encouragement and keen editing skills. Neither of us knew what we were getting into. I am profoundly grateful to the entire faculty and staff at SUNY Empire for sharing their knowledge and passion for labor and education, and for my union for valuing its education so highly. I'm proud to be representing my brothers and sisters today. Your dedication will live on in all of our muscle memory and our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. All right. And now I will introduce our final student speaker, Gabriel Rogano. It's Gabriel, actually. Gabriel graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts degree. Gabriel represents the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. Please join me in welcoming Gabriel Rogano.
Hey, guys. Hello, SUNY graduates. We made it. Hello to the professors, my friends and family. Hi, Mom. What a blessing it is to be here in person and an honor to represent my union and my educational cohort. My name is Gabrielle Rogano. Man, that's me. And through a partnership between the SUNY Empire State College Harry Van Arsdale School of Labor Studies and my union, the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, I have successfully achieved my Bachelor of Arts degree with a focus in labor studies. I am passionate about my career as a union organizer, and it is my duty and responsibility to set workers up for success by empowering them to understand and trust they deserve a better work life. In my studies, my goal was to acquire a deeper understanding of the history of the labor movement and to better understand how I can contribute to a better tomorrow while improving my self-confidence as I continue my path of uplifting the voices of the unheard. Labor studies and liberal arts fundamentally reconstructs the way people think, and through this program opportunity, I have gained confidence as a union organizer. The knowledge I gained about the history of unions, workers, and America connected the missing dots in my head about the importance of what I do. Through all the turmoil of the COVID-19 pandemic, learning kept me from drowning in the sadness of the world and helped me live and not just survive. Because of this, I was able to put my education into action for a series of successful organizing campaigns with my organizing department, including our essential frontline hospice healthcare workers in Seattle, Washington, and the Baltimore County Public Library workers in Baltimore, Maryland. I believe union members need consistent education to help keep us grounded, raise class consciousness, and spread the blessings we enjoy to our communities. I wouldn't be here without the people who saw something special in me, believed in me, and supported me along the way. Firstly, I want to thank my friends and family. Those here today, you guys deserve your own celebration for riding with me every step of the way. Thank you. I also want to thank IAM College cohort and professors for taking this journey with me. A special shout out to my IAM professor, Douglas Williams, because without you and your consistent motivation, I wouldn't be here today. I want to thank the college, SUNY Empire State, and Harry Van Arsdale School of Labor Studies, and a huge thank you to my sisters and brothers in the organizing department. I work with the best organizers in the United States. Lastly, thank you to my boss, Vinny Adio, my union, and Chris Wagner for your vision and emphasis on the importance of education for a more fair and just society. Always remember, knowledge doesn't weigh anything. Carry as much as you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Our alumni network is 94,000 strong. It's active, engaged, connected, and it's extremely proud. SUNY Empire State College alumni live in Erie County in New York State and represent all 50 U.S. states, as well as 96 countries around the world. Each of us knows firsthand the sacrifices students make when returning to or starting college, and they know the importance of the lifelong friendships, networks, and sense of community that can result. After you graduate, you too will become SUNY Empire alumni. Please consider staying involved in the life of this college, whether you attend college events, donate time or money, or connect with us and each other on social media. We'd love to hear from you. Our next speaker personifies SUNY Empire's belief in education. Michael G. of the class of 2017 is the director of the Educational and Cultural Trust Fund for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 3. Michael has been a member of Local 3 for 35 years. He spent 20 of those years working as an electrician at a 16-megawatt cogen plant in Brooklyn that provided electricity, hot water, and heat and cooling to 5,000 apartments. After that, he spent 14 years serving as Local 3's treasurer, an elected position. In his current job, he works with more than 200 instructors and administrative staff to implement courses that enhance the technical skills of Local 3 members, many of whom are SUNY Empire alumni. Please join me in welcoming alumnus Michael G. from the class of 2017.
Thank you, Dean Figueroa. Congratulations, everyone. I have about 20 pages of remarks here for you. No, that's tomorrow, right, Jerry? We have our scholarship breakfast tomorrow morning, so it's a very big weekend, busy weekend for the leadership. So good evening, everyone. And as you heard, my name is Michael Yee. I go by he, him, his. And I want to bring greetings to you from Business Manager Erickson, who unfortunately couldn't make it here. But he said congratulations to each and every one of you. He and the other negotiators this past collective bargaining this year increased the collectively bargained tuition reimbursement benefit. So like many of the leadership in Local 3 and members, you have an opportunity to get reimbursed to continue your education. So he encourages you that this is not the end of your journey. This is just the beginning of your educational journey. Please come back again and again to enhance your education, whether at the Educational and Cultural or back here to Empire State College. As a graduate of SUNY Empire State College, I am proud to stand here before you today. Not long ago, I and so many other union members and union leadership sat where you are now, listening to yet another alumni speaking about the importance of staying connected, not only to those sitting around you, but to this great academic institution named in honor of Harry Van Arsdale Jr., who was a staunch advocate for worker education, as you heard from Dean Figueroa earlier. We're all connected to something very special here, a place that recognized our potential and helped us to achieve a degree with dignity. I'm especially proud to speak in memory of James McMahon. I gotta tell you, James told a story to me when I first met him. At 45, he decided to come back to Empire State College with 0 credits. And he told that story to a lot of union members as we traveled around many clubs in Local 3. James passed away last year, and he's going to be sorely missed. James was a friend, he was a fellow alum, and a longtime employee of SUNY Empire, and he served as a coordinator of student services for the Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School of Labor Studies. He was a warm and wonderful person who made my experience at Empire State truly special, and I'm sure he touched many of you as well. And I'm grateful that we stayed friends. So today, in honor of Jim's memory, I welcome you to this very special community of more than 94,000 alumni. As a welcome gift from the Alumni Association, you will each receive a photo which was taken when you checked in by the photo spot, on-the-spot photo. If you somehow missed that opportunity, you will have some time after the ceremony to get one taken. You will receive a number, and then you can go online and get a free graduation photo. And even if you lose that number, don't worry. It's very easy to find it online at the college commencement link. And of course, you can always reach out to the alumni office for any assistance you might need. We hope that you display that proudly. I know I do. I have one myself, and so many of our leadership and union members. And I encourage you to stay connected to not only your cohorts here today, but to the general Empire family. With that, I enjoy speaking with you, and please stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Michael. I am now pleased to introduce Nathan Gagne, officer in charge of SUNY Empire State College.
Thank you, Maria. Guests, friends, family, faculty, staff, and most importantly, members of the SUNY Empire State College class of 2022. Welcome to our spring commencement ceremony. As Maria said, I'm Nathan Gagne, the officer in charge here at SUNY Empire State College, and it is my honor to welcome you here to Manhattan today to celebrate the collective accomplishments of our Harry Van Arsdale Jr. School of Labor Studies students. We know that this is a very busy time of year, but we also know that you are skilled at juggling multiple demands, from careers and families to school, labor union responsibilities, and community obligations. It's that kind of grit and determination that got you here today at your college commencement. But few of you did this alone, so I also want to take time to acknowledge the people around you who helped you arrive at this moment. Many of you have mentioned the love and support that you've received from your parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, Boyfriends, girlfriends, aunts, uncles, friends, colleagues, SUNY Empire State faculty, staff, mentors, cats, and dogs. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the culmination of your student special journey. Our college community is inspired by you, and we're very proud of you, this class of 2022. In many cases, you are not the so-called typical student who walked out of high school straight into college. You worked, you raised a family, you served your country. Your school's namesake, Harry Van Arsdale Jr., believed that the ability to think critically is an essential skill for citizens in a modern democratic society, especially for trade unionists. He knew more than 5 decades ago that to be leaders at work sites, in their communities, and in their unions, trade unionists needed to acquire the analytical and communication skills and knowledge gained through a college education. And now, 51 years later, here you are, having earned your degree. As a SUNY Empire student, you know that it's not when you get your degree or how you get your degree, as long as you get your degree, and you got your degree. In your class, the class of 2022, is an impressive one. I just want to take a few moments to highlight how impressive all of you are. The youngest graduate is 19 years old, and the oldest graduate is 73 years old. 54 years between them. Not many colleges say they have 54 years between their youngest and their oldest graduate. And for the Harry Van Arsdale Junior School of Labor Studies, the youngest among you is 24, and the oldest is 57, which is 33 years between you. It's also pretty good. More than 17% of you are over the age of 50. More than 10% of you are under the age of 25. You collectively live in 58 counties throughout United States, throughout New York State. We're going to get to the United States in a minute. 24 U.S. states and territories, and 15 countries around the world. You attended more than 400 previous colleges and transferred in approximately 34,000 credits. It's a lot of credits. And through various processes, and many bachelor's graduates know, we're awarded more than 16,000 credits for prior learning. That's a lot of time and your money saved for a college degree. That's an impressive array of stats. You are proof that there is no one route to a college degree. I hope that you will continue to learn and grow and lead throughout your lives. And I ask that you reach out and provide encouragement to others who want to improve their life through education, and to be part of that support network that the others in the audience here today were for you. We encourage you to remain part of our college community and to stay involved in the life of this very special institution. Thank you one and all for your tireless work helping to make New York State and the rest of the world a better place. Congratulations, SUNY Empire State College, class of 2022.
Thank you, Nathan. We will now recognize each degree candidate individually. Director of Academic Support, Sofia Mavrogiannis, please approach the podium. We ask families to remain in their seats. Officer in charge, Nathan Ganya, will represent each graduate with a medallion as a token of their academic achievement. Students earning an advanced degree will also receive a hood that is traditionally worn with academic robes from Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Brian Carolan. After the conferral of degrees, the members of the platform party and graduates will leave the auditorium in a formal recessional. I ask that members of the audience wait until the graduates have left the auditorium.
Hi, everyone. We will now recognize degrees for our student speakers. James Giannone. Joyce Smith. Gabriella Rogano. Thank you. We will now recognize the candidates from our general membership. Ronald Pelandrani. Nakem Joseph. We will now recognize the candidates from the 20-credit program. Andy Franco. We will now recognize the candidates for the Associate of Science. Larry Bartlett. Mason Bennett. Tommy Blair. Thomas Burke. Nancy Burry. Diana Cabrera. Andrew Chambers. Tiffany Cherry. Robert Connolly. Brian Costin. I will.
If you could say AKA Zeus.
I can't do that, but Jesus de la Cruz. Angel de la Rosa. Alec Espinoza. Anthony Fico. Tristan Fisher. Edward Flowers. Christopher Gonzalez. Grigas. Okay. Andrew Grigas. Marine Corps veteran. Woo! Darnell Hamilton. Jordan Jefferson. Shanora Jones.
Love your hair. Tyler, you got it. Gridlov Egbert. Krelov, you got it.
Tyler Krelov Egbert.
Joel Maldonado.
Joel Maldonado.
Kadeem McNeil.
Kadeem McNeil.
Our last name.
Anthony Papa.
Anthony Papa.
Rayvon Price.
Rayvon Price.
Ray? Got it.
Rafe Rodriguez, United States Marine Corps veteran. Shandu Rolison.
Racing was on?
Rayson Razone.
Ray Ruiz.
Ray Ruiz. Rakeem Smith.
David Stein. Got it.
David Stein.
Nicholas Urena? Urena, okay.
Nicholas Urena.
Astafa, you got it. Alan Astafa.
We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science. Alan Astafa.
El Fayut, I got this.
Ali El Fayut.
Mejia, you got it. Mejia.
Miguel Mejia.
Ashley Then or Then? Then. Ashley Then Grulin.
Ashley Then Grulin.
Christopher Kenny. I love doing the veterans.
Christopher Kenny, United States Air Force veteran.
Curtis Waite.
Curtis Waite.
John Limbo. Okay.
We will now recognize candidates for the Master of Arts. John Limbo.
Richard Phelps. You got it. Should have waited for that one.
Richard Phelps.
Master of Science. Robert Coffey. Coffey. Okay. You got it. Coffey. Okay.
Kufi.
Before I confer the degrees to the class of 2022, I want to remind family and friends to please remain at your seats until the final student has recessed down the aisle. Will the graduates please stand? Under the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the State University of New York's Empire State College, I hereby confer upon each of you the certificate, associate, bachelor's, or master's degree to which you have earned and to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Graduates, you may move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.